Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Total Slaughterhammer. As we continue to try and deal with the endless fucking tide of furry-faced little dwarfies. You wouldn't think that a diminishing race would be quite this good at fucking to produce this many babies, but clearly they have put their backs into it, so to say. There has been much filthy midget sex underneath the mountains quite recently. Oh, goodness gracious, the sheer bloody mountain of midget sex. No. You fucking started this. We are going to fucking finish this. Yes, no, I don't think so. Fuck off. I didn't fucking start this war. It was you little furry bastards. And now you are going to fucking suffer. That is how it works. Little bastards. Assault garrison. Failure. Dwarves are terrible at assaulting garrisons. Because they are small and smelly. Disgusting little creatures. Right.
I will not shame my clan.
I'm special. The tribe's ready.
If we just surround the little bitch. 52%, that's not amazing. So, if we just surround the little bastard, let's see what the auto-resolve is like. Apparently pretty good, otherwise you probably wouldn't have bothered trying to run away. Oh, thank you. You just moved into range of the garrison of Varenka, so... there you go. No, it's a little bit too dignified. Better. Much better. Right. Now that vengeance is mine, time to get the fuck back down there and recruit some new units, because these ones have taken a bit of a pounding. Riders is probably a good idea. Yes, let's get some of that. As for you, some more abilities to let you last longer in a fight would be good. Here we go. He's going to be also quite useful. Foot of Gork was decent. It dealt a fair bit of damage. I'm wondering if perhaps I dealt more damage if just here we go, but it certainly did something. And power drain is probably a good idea. Alright, they've actually already attacked the place, so I can't attack it myself, which is an annoying little state of affair. Don't want to go any further north. How the fuck did you... oh, right, tunnels. Yes, I forgot. One of the many reasons why it's extremely frustrating to fight the fucking dwarves. They can use the underways to move around at an absolutely ludicrous rate. Okay, you go up and help there. Two of them should be more than enough. This does open up the possibility of attacking Grum's Peak nice and quick, though. Which is a possibility that I will most certainly be taking. Additionally, I might be able to get myself a giant and some stone trolls. Not gonna disband these trolls. They did the work last time, so they get to stay. It would be mean to disband them after they'd done such a good job, after all. And the second banner of flame, which I can give to these guys. Ah, vengeance. Vengeance smells like burning beards. Tasty, succulent dwarf flesh rotating ever so slowly above the barbie for many, many hours. Ardlads is probably a very good idea. considering pretty much all of them are... Well, does it affect Savage Orc Boys? I hope so. I damn well hope so. Did I not? Oh, yeah, that's the next territory. Right, destroy that, because it's not particularly useful. And, Camp Ruckus. Try and keep the place a little bit quiet, after all. Ackendorf, it's gonna be 3 turns until I can level up Ackendorf again. Now, Itch and Nuisance and Savages. Itch and Nuisance is very useful in siege battles because it means you can cast it on enemy unit climbing the walls, and you can utterly and completely fuck them over. Which is quite handy. Okay, have I done pretty much everything I need to do now? Ah, yes, that's what I was missing, and it should be... Is it done over here, City Pillars? Yes, it is. Alright, let's recruit ourselves some heroes, then. That's not particularly good. That's decent. That's probably the best one I'm going to get. Right, so let's get that, and you're going to be an assassin. I've probably got enough of them in armies now, so from now on they're going to be purely assassins, because I'm going to need them, which has been demonstrated quite clearly by the dwarves' ability to send a billion little champions in to fuck around with my nonsense, so let's try to stop that, shall we? Oh, really? I'm losing this, am I? Right, in that case I'm just not going to do it. That was a surprisingly large garrison. Well, nothing that WAAAAGH can't deal with, but I'm not gonna lose my garrison army over that. Ooh! One of the little dwarf agents seems to have dealt with himself, which is a nice thing.
Be gone.
Wow, okay, it's just literally nothing but dwarf warriors. Oh, Christ. The worst thing, that is actually a surprisingly useful army composition, because dwarf warriors are very, very good.
No, I will not shame
And long axes, all of them anti-large. Yeah, let's not use Gorfang's army, that seems like a bad idea. Let's use WAAAAGH. Can he reach them? He cannot. I could move through the underway.
disgrace my ancestors.
Can I take them on head on? I mean, you'd be... Ah, the Jesus. I'm worried that that's just too much fucking melee. If I can slip around them, I can beat them. But they didn't intercept me, so that's a fairly moot point. However, if I attack them now, WAAAAGH should be in range, and I can murder fuck all of them, which will be good. Alright, 4 more turns, and then it's going to take another... 5 turns, Jesus. That's a bit lengthy, isn't it? Alright, City of Pillars, let's switch you over to recruitment stance, because, obviously, we are going to be recruiting. We are going to be recruiting a lot. Is there any more economy buildings I could get over here? Not really, no. Right.
Nasty magic.
No. I have to go all the way down here. Right, we build a idol here, I think. This place is probably going to rebel fairly soon, but oh well. Well, on the upside, after having dealt with all of that bullshit, there's not a whole lot of dwarves left to stop my rampaging through the southern parts of their empire.
I'm special.
Which is nice. Evasion, and I think we go with Here We Go first this time. Oh, hello. That's not anywhere near big enough a force to be particularly worrying. Furry Face Dumping Pit has walls, Barak Var has plenty of walls, so yes, I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. By the way, Income from all buildings, all regions in adjacent provinces. Yeah, so it's only individual regions rather than entire provinces then. That's unfortunate. Well, that means that Black Iron Mine, I should upgrade that. It means I should upgrade Karakdron when I get it. And Valaya's Beaver should also be upgraded to get the most out of it. And I should upgrade Bitterstone Mine, which already is upgraded. It's probably fine. By the way, I don't have a max level pile of shinies over here. That's silly of me. I should have, because that would reduce my recruitment cost by a lot. I've got a level 2 one. I really should have a level 3 one, but I'll get to it. 7% plus another 5% from the city is, of course, a reasonable amount, all gathered up. Oh, hello there. Yes, how about you just die? How about that? And there's an army entirely made up of melee units. Fuck you. That's just... No, fuck you. Fuck you. You don't deserve to be fighting me straight up. Goddamn bastards. Normally, that wouldn't work for most other factions, but for the dwarves it's actually quite fine. Dwarves are tough little bastards. They're far more interesting when you play them a little bit more thematically, though, with a bit more of a balanced army. And of course, occasionally just going completely and utterly batshit with, you know, artillery trains of like, oh, hello, that's really good. With like 4 or 5 units of artillery. That's cool. Because it's fun. And fun is awesome. Right, well, that is Grumpeak taken care of. Sack it. And then occupy it. Much better. It's almost like a cheat. However, I don't really care because I need the money. Really need the money. Nubzub. That's a silly name. Nub Nub. Much better. Right, Gorfang. You should have a way easier time dealing with this bunch. 12,000, I will take that. There we are. Right, that's level 2, that's pretty good actually. And that means we can get a Goblin Watchtower in there. That is very nice. As for Grumpeak, well, we're gonna need the same thing, but upgrade that first. And idols, I'm thinking. Just to get the growth going a little bit over here. Right, -2 due to corruption, I take it. Yes, 15% due to the event. That's the problem with the orcs. They don't have a building to deal with corruption, so you kind of end up in a really ridiculous position a bit later in the game. Let's see... Do they have one? I do think they have got an ability. Yes, slapped by Mork.
Ready for murdering.
The tribe's ready.
I've leveled up your ability in that, haven't I? Yes, right, okay, well... This area is 7%. The event is gonna last for a little while, I think, so... Let's move you over here. That'll reduce it by a little bit. Alright. Time to start the recruiting then. Okay, I want a solid front line, so let's go for...
That's what more wants.
3 of each, which gives me a front line of 6. Do I want anything otherwise? I do want a giant in this army. Definitely want a giant, because your giants are awesome. Do I want something else? Some cavalry, perhaps? Yes, I want one of those, and that'll give me 1 more unit of infantry, I'm thinking. 1 more unit of Warbos Immortals. There, and then the giant will fix that up. As for you...
Oh, yeah.
And I think you deserved another unit of big boys as well. As for the rest, I'm halfway tempted to go for some chariots, but the chariots are very much so micro-intensive units, which in the big battles I just don't have the time to micro them all over the place without constantly pausing every 2 minutes, which gets a little bit annoying to watch, I've heard, so let's not do that. Let's add in one of those, and then I think I'll throw in a couple of stone trolls. Which is going to take a little bit of a while to recruit, granted, but I think it's probably worth it. Now, Kark Asgal, we're going -1 again, aren't we? Yes, we are. I wish the idols would actually affect corruption, that would be really nice, but... the boss's camp should be able to deal with it, but currently it's a little bit too much. Chaos Corruption plus 10, huh? That's a lot. Hopefully that event will eventually wear off. Isn't there a way I can... I seem to remember there being a way I can see the... all the stuff that is affecting the map. There it is. The end times are... oh, it's just a permanent chaos corruption, is it? Ugh. That's gonna be annoying to deal with. It's only 2% though, but down here it's 10. That's a bit of an oddity. Well, I guess upgrading this one will kinda deal with it, and it will increase public order as well, so I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I'm probably gonna need it down here too. Actually, we'll just get that to tier 3, because we do need to get that anyway. This place is going to rebel, quite obviously. I'll sack Matorka, and then I'll move one army back. Barakvar, we still have +1. Karak Azal, I do need more here, so let's... do I want to... 4 turns now, let's just upgrade that one. And Akendorf is -8, which is not ideal either. Should I go for it? Nah, I want to keep going down the death magic. That would be a good idea. Yeah, I want to concentrate on that first. Perhaps... you've got some. Yes, you do. Thumped by Gork, but I want the spells first, so let's concentrate on that. Rib Peaks. Right, well... income rate, because I'm not going to stop that revolt from happening anyway, so might as well get some extra money out of it. Might as well.
Let's go.
Did you finish capturing the settlement over there, little WAAAAGH force? I don't think you did you? I sent them to capture a dwarf hold, but I'm not entirely sure they actually did. Oh look, it's more dwarf champions. Luckily, now I've actually got a hero ready to deal with you, which is going to help a fair bit. Oh, and he's almost back. He's almost back from his million-mile journey up north. Yep, that's that. Hello. Oh, hello. Orc Shaman, obviously, because orcs. I already have one, don't I? Yes, I do. Have one giant? But do you have any idea how far that... Good God. Right. Right you are then. WAAAAGH, prepare yourself for quite the fucking walk. You can deal with that rebellion on the way, by the way, also. A giant! I mean, I don't mind, giants are awesome, but... good God, that's a walk and a half. I guess I can switch out the trolls for it. Sure, why not? Giants are pretty awesome units, there's no doubting that, but still. That's a lot of corruption here. We're gonna need a boss tent here. Let's pop up there and see if it's guarded. It isn't. Right, let's just burn that to the ground then. Because why the hell not, honestly? Why the absolute hell not? I have no idea what this fucker is doing, but I'm not too worried, and there's nothing over there soft enough to attack, I don't think. Ah. Yes, that's more like it. The Pillars of... Yes, he can actually take the Pillars of Grogne quite easily. God damn it. You annoying little piece of shit. Of course. God damn it. Alright, this is a bit of a emergency fucking solution, to say the least. Oh, I can't even recruit over there. Right, oh, that's bad. Well, maybe it'll scare him away or something. Who fucking knows? Who bloody fucking well knows? Maybe it'll scare him away. Maybe. Maybe he'll just pass them by. Or maybe he'll murder them. That seems like a more possible outcome, but let's be optimistic for the time being, shall we? Perhaps WAAAAGH somehow manages to get down there in time or something. That seems likely, doesn't it? Alright, can I recruit another hero yet? I can! Lovely. Clumsy, that's a terrible idea. Chopper Envy. All of these are terrible. Well, I guess that's okay, because he's an assassin character, so... Right, let's get slapped by Mork first and foremost, actually, to try and deal with some of this nonsense. But I need to clean up some of my home territory before they all start revolting randomly, which would be a bad thing. For relatively obvious reasons. Tried is ready to raid the shit out of Matorka. Mallorca is ours. And occupy. And Morglo, you can go up and get ready to deal with that one. So far, so good. So far, so wonderful, actually. Lots of money has been earned, and some more actually resource money earning buildings have been acquired, which is a lovely, lovely thing. And yes, they did take Zaraskil, which is good. Next up, how about you go for Lucchini? That's a lovely name. And not go for Miragliano, because that's the capital, which means it's probably fortified up the absolute arse. Camp Ruckus is probably a good idea. Tugger the clan friend. Like, goodness gracious, clan friend. Jesus. That is some silly nonsense right there. Where are you? You're the... Ah yes, you're the ones that are following this army around. Vindictive Glare, Sneaky Stealing... Well, in that case, Slap by Mork is pretty much leveled up. I guess we could... I'm always thinking Propagandist is a good idea now, looking at everything. Yeah, let's go for Propagandist. The corruption up here is 20 bloody %. Yes, I'm thinking Propagandist is probably a good idea. How the hell the Chaos Corruption has gotten this high, this far south is beyond me, but there you go. It's actually a 4th, which is nasty. Oh, hello, a random army just dropped out of nowhere. Right, that's going to be annoying. And it's entirely made up of Dragon Company. Right, that's an auto-resolve bait right there. And you killed one of my heroes, which is rather annoying. That means I'm going to have to find other heroes to stab you with. Well, at least now I have heroes that I can kind of use to do that, so... Oh, randomly, okay. Well, I'll take it, I mean... It's a WAAAAGH, go up there, I guess. Why not? Right, the chaos corruption here is... it should be reducing it. Yes, 0.4. It's still at 10% for some reason. That is way too much for me to counteract. That is in fact way too much.
Nasty magic's ready.
Okay, am I done recruiting? Yes, yes I am. Right, you can start moving northwards then. As long as you stay within Death Pass, it'll be fine. The only buildings I have that kind of counteract it are the boss shacks. So I guess we just have to build more boss shacks, don't we? As for you, little bastards, you can go away again. I can try and scatter some idol carvers around, that'll help a bit. Look, nothing is guarding it. That's gonna be a very regrettable action. Let's keep upgrading. There we go, success. Lovely. And now let's get some slapped by Mork. As for this bunch, I have a sneaky suspicion they're probably going to start running away, aren't they? See, the annoying part now is that they can continuously just pop over these mountains for all eternity, which makes it rather annoying to dig into wage war against them. Rather annoying indeed. I wanted to go south, but that's probably not going to be an option. This army cannot beat that army. That's not going to be a good idea. Well, I do outnumber them. No, that's a ridiculous thing. The Night Goblin Fanatic is going to get absolutely annihilated. No. That's a terrible idea. Absolutely beyond terrible. We will not be doing that, because it's very, very stupid. This army might be able to deal with them, but the Night Goblin Fanatics are not going to deal with that. That's not a thing. I'm going to need another two garrison forces if I want to try and hold this area. I don't like having this many commanders, because it's fucking me over. I really hate this thing, by the way. Like, why would this increase your upkeep, just having commanders? Like, you do realize that this map is massive, right? And you have to actually conquer it? And it's just a percentage, too. Ugh. Silly artificial mechanic, purely designed to try and limit your army size, for no other reason than because Somewhat Over at Creative Assembly doesn't like fun. That is the entirety of the reason behind it. Large armies is fun. If I want to micro all of the armies, then bloody let me. Why not? I don't see the point in it, but then again, I'm not a crazy person. At least most of the time, so I guess that has something to do with it. WAAAAGH, wonderful. That's the Purple Sun and Bjuna Getten. That's going to help a lot. Those are very good spells. I do actually just demolish those because it's useless.
Let's go. Let's get moving.
Right, it looks like most of the dwarf armies have been destroyed because, well, I'm rampaging around everywhere, so Karak Hirn is probably now the real threat, while Karak Kadrin has run out of dudes, pretty much. They're undoubtedly rebuilding said armies, but it will give me a window of opportunity to deal a lot of horrifying damage to them, which is a wonderful thing. Capture Miragliano. Right, I'd love to, but I'm not entirely sure that's going to be feasible. Do I ignore this area? I'd probably prefer to take over Migdal and Karakhiran, just so I can occupy them with garrison forces and then ignore them. That probably is the superior idea here. Oh god, what's the metaphor now? 48%? Ugh. Terrible.
This magic is real.
And a couple of those, there we are. Right, that's gonna cost holy mother of god. Right, I am gonna have to sack something, that's pretty obvious. That is not the kind of money I have lying around. Should be able to get a fair few coins out of this though. Holy shit, yes indeed. That'll help. Oh look, chaos. How adorable. I shouldn't have taken that. Why did I do that? That was a silly idea. A very silly idea, in fact. Well, I guess I can throw them at Karakadrin, because why the hell not, honestly? Well, that solves that problem, doesn't it? Solves it quite nicely as well. Yeah, let's ignore the South and let's deal with this nonsense. Because if the South is rebelling, it means it's rebelling into various smaller factions. Which I'm fairly fine with. Karakhiran probably has a fairly sizable force. Let's see if I can... Nope, I couldn't trigger them to attack me. And this is where they are recruiting the godforsaken dragon companies. Oh yes, my son. You are what I am going to murder first and foremost. No questions about that.
The tribe's ready.
And I'll get them up there as well, ready to join in.
Orcs will.
Ah, filthy little bastards. Hey, Grimgor, you go deal with them.
What you want?
-1, -0.3 now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's good God. So this is 7. This is also, yeah, this is where I need to go. Right. This should be just inside the territory. There you are. And deploy. Not that it helps, but it will give him a little bit of XP, which is useful. Ah, Gorfang. You are done with Mob Boss. Really green? No, let's go for Stand Your Ground first and foremost. Then we'll go for really green. I don't know why I took that area. Like, there's no point in me holding it, in all due honesty. Then again, there's no real way for me to advance without WAAAAGH up here too, so... I guess I can just leave them as kind of a defensive stack up there. It's such a waste of a solid offensive stack, though. Then again, a single offensive stack is a very, very, very risky offensive stack. Successful assassination against... Oh yeah, I just failed it, so never mind. Eliminate the following lord in battle. Unlikely, but maybe, maybe.
Now.
Right, you say go popping up here.
Alright, I'll move.
Oh, hello, and they intercepted me. Right, okay, that's gonna suck, isn't it? Yes, it is. Ugh, this is gonna be interesting. Should have thought of that before I did something silly like walking through the underway right in front of a dwarf army, but at least it's a small one. I'm thinking probably I'll be able to deal with this to some extent. Probably want to hang way the fuck back though. and let the Arachnorocks do some damage. Do you have yourself a wolf mount yet? No, you do not. Right. I don't think they had any artillery. Nope, only ranged units. There's 2 ranged units, okie dokie. Well, I'll probably be able to deal with that with skirmishing power, and I'll be able to deal a fair bit of damage to them. Let's make sure we're a little bit spread out, though. They should be in range. Why are you still advancing on them? Oh, have you decided to not stop and shoot at me? Don't get me wrong, I'm entirely pro that idea. In fact, I think it's a wonderful idea for you to not stop and shoot at me. Good God, that did not do a lot of damage, did it? Why are you shooting at him? Shoot at those! Silly little bastards. Then again, they are goblin short bows, so you can't really expect them to be doing too much damage. Not against the dwarves, at least, with all of their godforsaken armor. Still, it's worth having a go at it. Let's see, I have killed 2 dwarves so far. Progress, progress, most definitively. Well, the poison should at least be nerfing their damage a bit, which is nice. Lots and lots of Dragon Company, I really don't like you. I really don't like you. Okay, not as quite as much skirmishing damage as I might have hoped for. The Dragon Companies are going to do horrible things to the Night Goblins. Right. The Arachnorok spiders are just going to take on one flank by themselves, essentially. And then I'll try and bunch up on the other side. The Helm of Discord will help out a bit. Yep, they've finally decided to stop and shoot at me, and... Ow! Right. That was one volley, and they've knocked out 1/4 of my health after I've been firing at them for God knows how long and barely knocking off half of them. Ooh. Dangerous little motherfuckers. Let's be a bit careful about that. Let's be very careful about that, actually. Well, I guess we can shoot the Dragon Company for a little bit. Not that that's going to achieve a whole lot, but it'll make me feel better, if nothing else. I'll have to deal with the Thunderers at some other time, and the Quarrelers, of course, which... Holy shit, they can actually hit me from there. That's unfortunate. Right. I'm pretty much thinking of just throwing the Arachnorocks right into the middle of them, honestly. I think that's precisely what I'm going to do. And then I'll try and nerf their damage with the Forest Goblins. And I'll move around with the Wolf Riders. Okay, the sound is going insane again. Okay. Better? No. Right. I have no idea what's causing this, so I sadly can't fix it. Something is quite clearly wrong, but... God, now the sound died pretty much entirely. Right, okay. Right. Oh, wow, that sound is starting to get painful. Okay, that's ridiculous. Sound, just... enable sound is on? Just... mute that for the time being, because that is just painful to listen to. Right, let's try to surround the little bastards. The fanatics will be doing some damage to them. And there we are around them. The Iron Claws should be doing a fair bit more. Some sneaky stabby on them to try and boost that. And we'll cast some itchy on the Dragon Company to try and keep them a little bit calm. Right, now, just get all of the units over here and we'll start shooting into the rear of these units. Mostly just to nerf their damage. Hello, no. You shouldn't do that. You really shouldn't do that. How the fuck are dwarves catching up to forest spiders anyway? God only fucking knows. Well, the dwarf rangers are dying nicely, which is wonderful. The night goblins are not doing particularly well, unfortunately. Once these are done with, I can get the Iron Claw orcs into them, which is going to help a lot. Until then, I'm just going to have to eat these casualties, I'm afraid. Alright, the Dragon Company has apparently decided they're going to just go for the forest goblins, which actually isn't that bad of an idea, because that means I can hit more of the Dragon Company with their Ragnaroks, so I'm actually kind of fine with that. They will not be able to catch me before I've murdered the overwhelming majority of them, so that's actually fine. Alright, am I just about done with those? Not quite. I can throw them into the rear of those units though. Initiate the sneaky stabby. You guys just run. And we'll see if they decide to follow you. Do they? Oh, hello. No. You shouldn't be engaging those. Those are mere little wolf riders. They're not very good at fighting, and so they should not be fought. Dragon Company is fighting without much problems, which not a massive surprise, everything considered. And we'll throw those in there, and we'll just have to just kind of try and switch out, essentially. Let's cast some more itchy on them to keep them a bit quiet. And sneaky stabby on you. Get in there, do some damage. I'm going to have to pull out that unit soon as well. Let's try and turn on the sound again. Have you fixed yourself? Yes, sounds like it. Okay, so turning on and off the sound seems to fix it. Or... kind of. It's kind of fixed. Okay, let's move them in, let's move them out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to murder their hero, which is downright sad. Oh, hello. No. Please don't. Please don't do that. Alright, I should be able to murder them with the Wolf Riders now. Just make sure that I'm hitting them from all possible directions. There's 40 of them left. That should be enough, so let's start moving the Spider Riders back again. Just gonna make sure that I can properly surround them and get the most out of it. Oh, hello. How about you don't do that? Right. 81. Recast Itchy to try and keep him quiet. The Dwarf Rangers should be dealt with, and wow. The Wolf Riders actually did more damage than I thought they would. They've done a fairly good job. They've actually routed them. Huh. Surprising. Oh. Make sure you can keep fighting those, because that'll be useful. Right, that should be the end of those, so I can drag them out. The sound is still not entirely there, but it's not as bad as it was, so I guess it's fine. Let's pull you out. If I pull you out, I'll be able to cast Sneaky Stabby on the Iron Claw Orcs, and I can get them to engage a bit more of a frontage with their armor piercing. Should help. Right. You get out of there as well, because that dwarf hero is beating the shit out of you. If you can even get away. No. God damn it. I really hate it when you tell them to get out and they just rejoin the fight again. Just why? I really don't fucking get it. Right, now we'll cast Itchy on these guys, because they're kind of the focus point now. And again, we'll boost their melee damage to try and finish off the Dragon Company here. The Ragnarok spiders are definitely doing their job, that's for damn sure. They've fallen to half health, which is quite a lot of damage taken, but they're still fighting, so you can't really complain about that. The poison arrows are also certainly doing their thing to nerf their melee damage, which is always wonderful. They're also doing a fair bit of damage, of course, which is also good. Right, we're starting to run out of ammunition. But we're also starting to run out of enemies, so that's not as big of a problem as one might think it to be. Wonderful. Now we'll just finish the rest of them off. Oh, where do you think you're going? Oh, absolutely not. Oh, no, 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 my darlings. You are not going anywhere. Oh, and yes, Gork and Mork has deserved a bit of a special treat in this case, I think. So they're gonna get to eat a hero. You might be a dragon slayer, but I'd love to see you slay this. Nope. No, 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 no. You're not running away. None of you are. Come on. Get back up again. No. And he's running, the cowardly little piece of shit. You are not leaving this fucking place alive. You have a kink in your ass. Well, I mean, my condolences, but that's not going to stop me from murdering you, I'm afraid. There we go. Much better. Much justice. No, 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 no. Silly game. Well, that worked out, but certainly I'm not going to be throwing this army against any full stacks of dwarves anytime soon. That's probably be a bad idea. Instead, let's just get the siege of Ankara-Kiran going. Should be able to deal with that quite easily next turn, and the other army headed south, so I'm not going to have to worry too much about those guys either. Hello there. Oh, no, 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 no. You should have run a long time ago if you had any real hope of getting the fuck away from me, son. Much better. And 4 turns, right, okay. Arug. What can we do with you? Are there any heroes around? Yes, yes there are. You can go over there and try and stab him. Might as well deploy him so he'll get a little bit of experience out of it, because why not? And you're done recruiting as well. And we can switch back over to some money, which I do quite need, considering I'm losing 50% of it for just the upkeep of my generals for some mysterious reason. Ah, big Roppler Lockshaloba is done. That's going to be amazing. Right, now time for strap-on gear, which is a wonderful buff as well. It's going to take forever to research, but, well, it's a really good buff. Beast armor as well. We'll go for that now. Longer chain is also interesting, but better bowstrings are really good too. we'll go for beast armor, I think, because that's useful. Spider hatchery is also cool, but we don't actually have that much in the way of spider cavalry. Perhaps something we should change, but then again, spider cavalry is not that useful. Their damage is really lacking. The fact that they reduce the enemy damage is really nice, but they don't quite have enough oomph to really make it matter, as far as I've noticed, so... Right, we need to quell animosity there. Grum Peak, let's get started on a Goblin Watchtower, and... do we need to upgrade the totem pole? Nah, it's probably fine. Instead... Actually? No, do it. Do it, so we can start upgrading to Mount Gunpad a little bit more, so we can get a level 3 shiny mine. We are going to revolt again, though, which is a problem, and I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about it. -9? Yeah, just corruption and characters, which is still growing. Ugh, nasty. Oh, fuck that place then. I'll just head back down south, I think. Yes, march stance is probably better. There we are. I'll just head down again and start dealing with that nonsense. The garrison can almost certainly deal with it by itself, but if you can nip it in the bud, then of course that is quite advantageous. It would be nice to be able to upgrade these, so... Do I? No. That dwarf army is too close. I don't want to risk it. They might just rock out of there and take over Matorka at any time, so let's not do that. It's a bit too risky. Orc Shaman. Let's give you Foot of Gork, and probably I should be going for Arcane Conduit. So we'll do Power Drain. Pig Kisser. Savages will be good. Mob Boss would not be bad either, but for now, go for that. And in the second, Orc Shaman. Again, Arcane Conduit, and then we'll start going for Thumped by Gork. Also, let's change your stance to get you down there. Not that I'm really in that much of a hurry, but might as well. And on that, I think I'll wrap up another video. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Have a good day.